And welcome back to another video. This is CryptoKoinz, and in this video we're going over long-term staker. I've been releasing a lot of videos of projects that are being recently released, and in this case you now have the opportunity to be the first in line. I'm releasing this video before the launch of long-term staker, and if the long-term staker interface looks familiar, that is because it is the same makers of the very successful AVAX staker. So in this video, we'll go over long-term staker. We'll take a look at what they're doing. This video is going to be a little bit different from all the staking videos I've made so far. There's a few things happening here with long-term staker and improvements based on their previous launches. So in this video, we'll go over their documentation, and it breaks down some key improvements they've made as they roll out new versions of their staking platform. They continue to build and improve on them. We'll also go over the Haze Crypto Audit documents here, and there is some small clauses here that are also different from some of the previous reads I've done in the past. So you want to make sure you stick around until the end of the video. And lastly, what I want to touch base is, remember there is this SWTC reward there for investors. That is an airdrop that you will receive if you had invested in the platinum plans. And so we'll take a look at what's going on with that. There's a few things happening here. So let's take it from the top. Let's talk about the app and let's talk about what they're doing. At the top, you see the link to the audit, to their Discord, Telegram, the contract, and the documents. You connect your wallet up here. And the reason why this is called long-term staker, they improved this from the AVAX staker, and they're doing it with stablecoins, and it's a multi-chain. You have AVAX, Phantom, Binance, and Polygon. Very interesting stuff. So let's scroll down, and here there is a Brave reward pool. So in their documentation, they explain what this is. So we'll go over that once we go over the interface here. Here are some global stats and SWTC balance, that token they talked about in AVAX staker. And here are the plans. You have a savings plan, classics plan, and premium plan. Very similar to AVAX staker, but these rewards are slightly lower. If we compare to AVAX staker, you have 173, 249, and 319. For long-term staker, you have 112, 189, and 280. So they are really, truly trying to make this project run for as long as possible. And if we look at their premium plan, you have the silver, the gold, and the platinum. In this one, you earn 170, 294, and 448. These investments are a sunk cost. That means whatever you deposit, you immediately lose that deposit, and you make your money back on the high yield daily rewards. So you need to look at these numbers and subtract 100%, and that's the actual ROI you'll be receiving on your investment. So in this case, it's actually 12% return on your investment. This one's 89, and this one's 180%. You subtract 100. And for the lock plans, you're looking at 70% returns. This one 194% returns, and this one 348% returns. At the bottom, you have your position, the ability to reinvest, and that referral system. You will receive 6% from each level 1 referral deposits, 3% from each level 2 referral deposits, and 1% from each level 3 referral deposits. Note, you need to have at least one deposit to start receiving earnings. And that is basically the platform. So we did see some new things here, Brave reward, and we're seeing the SWTC balance. We're seeing the plans with slightly reduced ROI for the longevity of this project. So I will definitely be staking and strategizing here and staking in some of these plans. I might do a combination of unlock and lock plans like I've done before. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. All these projects are risky. Now let's go take a read on their documentation. There's a few things here, so I am going to read most of this. It's pretty important. Long-term staker.finance earn up to 20% stablecoin daily on your staked stablecoin. We are the first ROI project based on stablecoin on 4 different blockchains, a high yield investment program developed for Avalanche, BSC, Polygon, and Phantom community. We are the same team behind AVAX staker. AVAX staker made great success in the past 2 weeks. Total staked amount has reached 93,000 AVAX, $8 million. All investors who entered AVAX staker early will get their profit on the 20th of March. So I don't know what they're saying here about this. That is today. Long-term staker was supposed to launch today. So I think This is going to happen when this launches tomorrow. And I have a few different plans. So I'm not sure if those plans are going to mature early. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see until tomorrow. And I'll definitely do an update on this. So I think maybe they want all early investors to get their profits or gains and move them over here to long-term staker. I think their main focus is now here in long-term staker. So that's not too clear, but if we do get that money early, that would be amazing. We'll see about this tomorrow. During the time of running AVAX Staker, our community is growing fast, more than 4,000 now. We have fully listened to the suggestions of our community and decided to bring you a better project. And this will also be our team's last ROI project. So it looks like they've been building up to this project and they're gonna be focusing on this project pretty bold. This time we named the project Long-Term Staker, and it is based on Stablecoin. We think Long-Term Staker will be more successful and last longer than AVAX Staker. Let's look at some key improvements. Number 1, we will support 4 blockchains: Avalanche, BSD, Polygon, and Phantom. We accept stablecoin instead of platform coin. Investment and income expectations are not affected by price fluctuations. This eliminates the risk of volatility. This is a straight high yield stablecoin platform. We slightly reduce the initial interest rate to reduce the risk of users entering later. We saw those rates and they're still very good. Compared to other sites, I mean, these are very high yielding returns. And the only way we can get this is through DeFi. Number 4, we adjusted the increase in interest rates to exponentially curve. The growth was slower in the first few days to make the project longer. And they do talk about that curve later in the Haze Crypto Audit. Number 5, we set a maximum value for the interest rate on day 13, after which the interest rate stays the same to prevent high crazy interest rates from killing the project. Number 6, we have added the reinvestment function. If users reinvest a certain percentage, they will get bonus. Number 7, we have added the Brave reward pool for brave people. And that's that pool that we saw here in the beginning. So they're breaking it down here. In the last 72 hours, if the investment amount is less than $10,000, all Brave investors will share the reward pool. And it reads here, at the end of countdown, if the Brave investment is less than $10,000, all Brave investors will share the reward pool according to their investment share. And I guess if it's over 10,000, it seems like there won't be a reward since they hit a high number where the project is going to be easily sustained. So this is just in case. I'm assuming if they don't hit their marks, the first investors there get rewarded for taking on the lead of the launch of the project. So that's what I'm understanding here. For SWTC holders, and that's talking about the AVAX Staker, we have reserved a 2% fund for all SWTC holders. This on-chain investment program is very secure. The contract has been studied and verified to be 100% safe. Audited by Haze Crypto, there is no method in the contract to withdraw the funds in the pool. So please rest assured that even the developers are not able to rug. With the feature included, the contract will be able to sustain itself for a very long time. This is the best time to put your stablecoin into yield returns and gain good ROI. If you missed investing in AVAX Staker in the early stage, please don't miss the long-term staker. And that's exactly what I said. And this is why I'm launching this video ahead of time. And I see some people have missed out. This video will be launched ahead of time. This is time-sensitive material. Make sure to subscribe and like this video and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this. And it says here contract starts on the 20th. This was pushed back until tomorrow. It seems like they're making some further adjustments, which I prefer a delayed project than a failed launch project. And here are the plans. We already went over the plans. It says here are some numbers. There is a 10% withdrawal fee, which is reinvested into the contract to sustain it. Each time a user invests, 8% of the user's investment amount will be sent to Team Wallet for the fund pool for marketing. 2% of the amount will be taken from the fund pool to reward SWTC holders. 2% of the amount will be taken from the fund pool and put into the Brave reward pool. Minimal deposit, $1 and no maximal limit. And that is the breakdown when you deposit your money into one of these plans. There is a referral system. We already went over those numbers. Here is the Brave reward pool. 2% of the amount will be taken from the fund pool and put into the Brave reward pool. We will start timing when the contract is open and check the growth of the project fund every 72 hours. Okay, so this looks like it's an ongoing thing. Okay, this is a little bit more clear there. At the end of the countdown, if the Brave investment is less than $10,000, all the Brave investors will share the reward pool according to their invested share. Okay, this was a little bit more clear. And here are their social handles, official addresses, and that is it. Now let's take a look at the Haze Crypto audit. We'll read the conclusion, and there is some little things here that are different from other audits that I've read recently. Conclusion: the long-term staker smart contract were found with no vulnerabilities, no backdoors, and no scan scripts. The code was tested with compatible compilers and simulated manually reviewed for all commonly known and specific vulnerabilities. So long-term staker smart contract is safe for use in the Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, Polygon, and Phantom main networks. And the high issue here is the system used is called ROI and must be considered as high risk. Users' principal deposit cannot be withdrawn. Users can get dividends and referral commission. Dividends are paid from the deposits of other users. Do always invest with proper knowledge and investigation. Do your own research. And there's some optimization suggestions here, basically saying this comment is relevant only if a user creates an excessive number of parallel deposits, more than 100. I'm assuming this is if you do more than 100 deposit plans. I don't know why anybody would do that. That's what that looks like. Let's keep on reading here. Independent description of the smart contract functionality. The long-term staker smart contract provides the opportunity to invest in USDC and BUSD, minimum $1 in the contract, and get a 112 to 448% return on investment between 14 to 28 days if the contract balance has enough funds for payment. So this is Ponzinomics. Do know what you're investing in before putting $1 in this application. So you do need several investors to continuously come in here to carry the weight of the project and those payouts. Contract owners fees, owner fee 10%, reward system 2%. The reward system will be managed by a separate contract by the owner. Take note of that. And here are the investment plans. And here they explain that curve of those daily profits. After the launch of the project, daily profit will increase for new deposits. And here's a formula. New daily profit equals daily profit to the power of the days. This amount to the power of the days. For example, after 1 day plan, 1 daily profit is 8.4%. The daily profit increase system can be enabled and disabled by the owner. This is why I highlighted this. So take note of that. The number of days can be reset by the owner. Once again, this is where things are a little different. The maximum increase day is 12 days. After 12 days, the daily plan will be fixed. Okay, that's pretty normal. Withdrawal rules. On each withdrawal, 10% of dividends will be deducted and remain in the contract, and 90% of dividends transfer to user's wallet. That's good to know. Reinvest. Users can reinvest their dividends. Only plans 3, 4, and 5 can be reinvested, which is, I believe, the silver, gold, and platinum. And I believe this is plan 0, 1, and 2, if I'm not mistaken. Reinvestment percent, 25%. Reinvestment reward, 5%, 50, 10, 75, 15, and 120. So there was a few things here that are a little different, and they do have incentives for reinvestment. This leads me to believe that they do want this project and they're hyper focusing on this project. Now let's go to AVAX Staker and go over a little bit about the SWTC token there. I did do 1 platinum on AVAX Staker, and if you go to the SWTC reward, I can't claim this. It says reward for 28-day lock plan investors. So I get rewarded 1 SWTC token there, priced at $9.11 for doing that 1 platinum plan. And this is where you claim, and I guess it's when it becomes available, which I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow, because this is stating all investors who entered AVAX Staker early will get their profit on the 20th. I'm kind of actually excited about this. If I get that money tomorrow unlocked, absolutely, I'm rolling into this one. So we'll see what happens there. And that is long-term staker. I will leave a link under the description of this video if you want to check out long-term staker and wait for that timer there. So now everybody has a chance to FOMO into long-term staker if you have missed out on some of the previous projects. That's going to do it for this one. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.